Okay, revision for outcome 7 and 8. Number 1 was matter. So matter is the little particles, or are the little particles when you zoom in to any object. These have mass and they take up space. Or just, I'll write the word space. So when you see the word matter, mass and space go with it. Number 2, pollen grains suspended in water exhibit Brownian motion. How does a particle undergoing Brownian motion move? This name, when you see it, just know that these particles over here, when they move down, up, right, left. It's ashwa'i, it's random movement. So when you see the name Brownian, know the word randomly goes with it as well. Number 3, 4, and 5. There's 3 types of heat transfer. One is conduction. This is when you're touching something, direct contact. So I'm touching a metal rod that's hot. Number 2, convection. Convection just means the heat transfer in fluids. So in the water or in the air, gas particles, the hot air or the hot fluids rise, and the cool water or air sinks. So, and the third one, radiation. So if I have, for example, the sun, the heat transfer is through these electromagnetic waves. So, number 3, the kind of heat transfer that travels in space or through space in electromagnetic waves. So when you see that word or those words, no radiation goes with it. Number 4, the type of heat transfer that happens through direct contact. This means touching. That would be conduction. Number 5, whenever you see heat transfer through fluids, no, that's convection. Number 6, I don't think you have to know this for the exam, but if you have a periodic table, that chart with all the elements, if you zoom into one of them, you will see Fe, and the element that is iron. So, Fe. So what is a solid? So a solid is something that has shape, right? That's thabit, or it's fixed, and the size, fixed shape. So the shakl is thabit, right? And the size is also fixed, or the volume, right? So matter that has a fixed shape and size. So A. Number 8. So what expands to fill its container? So the solid, liquid, gas. Which one of these, if I put into a container, is going to expand and spread out? The only one that is gas, because gas has no fixed shape, right? There's no shape. It's not thabit, and it has no fixed volume. It will spread to fill the container. Define a liquid. So a liquid, say for example, if I have a cup and I put it in a bowl, the shape is different, right? Or if I put it in something like this, the shape of the water is not fixed. So it's not fixed, the shape. But the volume, the hajm, is always fixed. Because if this is 10 milliliters, then this is 10 milliliters, and this is 10 milliliters. So, a liquid has a fixed volume, but no fixed shape. Number 10. So when I go from a solid to a liquid, ice to water, that is called melting. When I go from a liquid, right? Let's say for example, if I'm boiling up a heat of water, water. I'm heating up water, and it goes from a liquid to a gas. That is called vaporization. Right? Liquid to gas. Vaporization, yes. Maybe you might have to know the difference between the two. There's two types of vaporization. There's boiling and there's evaporating. Say, for example, if I'm boiling up a pot of water, all of my particles are evaporating or vaporizing. But when it's evaporation, maybe only the top layer is vaporizing. So boiling happens at 100 degrees Celsius. This can happen anywhere from like 25 to 99.99, whatever. Yes. So if I go from a liquid, right, water, to a solid, like ice, that's called freezing. Number 13, if I change from a gas to a liquid, so a gas to a liquid is called condensation or condensing. And changing from a solid to a gas is called sublimation. Number 15, a form of vaporization that takes place through the entire liquid. We said that over here. If it's through the entire liquid, the whole thing, that is called boiling. This happens at 100 degrees Celsius. A form of vaporization that takes place only on the surface of the liquid is called evaporation. Number 17, latent heat does not raise or increase the temperature. Latent means hidden. So the temperature does not change when I'm changing from a solid to a liquid, or liquid to a gas, or whatever. Number 18, what are the three particles that make up the atom? Proton, neutron, electron. So in the middle, my positive charge is proton, my neutral charge is the neutron, and the thing that goes around it, or that circles it, orbits it, is called my electron, and it's negative. Two or more atoms chemically bonded together. So when they're bonded chemically together, that is going to be a molecule. So if I have a hydrogen atom and a hydrogen atom bonded together, that's a molecule. What do we call a chemical substance made of two or more different types of atoms bonded together? So for example, H2O, which is water, is a compound. It has two different types of atoms. I have hydrogen and I have oxygen. 21, a combination of two or more substances that are not chemically combined. So for example, if I have ice cream, I have chocolate here, and I have vanilla here. This is called a mixture. They're a mix of two different types of substances. Number 22,